everyone wins. It's all about making sure everyone is included. This wasn't about everything just being focused on me. This wasn't just about me being the main guy and, you know, having all the clout, having all the glory. It was making sure I share it with everyone and making sure everyone is also winning when it comes to the scene. This boxing scene, when it comes to the YouTube boxing scene, has been growing, you know, bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, it started out with people like Joe Weller and Theo Baker, and then I went from there to fight Joe Weller, and then obviously called out Logan, and then Logan has done his thing with Mayweather, and Jake Paul obviously has done his thing as well. But for me, you know, I saw like there was a lot of bad in the YouTube boxing scene that needed to be cleaned up. And me, Mams, Sauerland Brothers have all decided, yeah, we're going to make this legit. We're going to make this proper. We're going to make everyone win. We're going to pay everyone. We're going to pay everyone. We're going to pay everyone. You know, like everyone's going to get what they deserve. You know, everyone works hard. And, yeah, it's going to be a great event, good boxing fights. And it's going to be exciting the whole way through. So, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, not only, obviously, do we have Misfits Boxing, created from the ground up by both you and the two presidents on stage with us, Calais and Mams, but also we have DAZN in partnership, and that's live on pay-per-view. KSI, talk to me about the partnership with DAZN and your vision going forward with Misfits and DAZN in partnership.
Well, with DAZN, you know, we talked, and they felt like the right fit for this whole scene. You know, they believed in us when it came to. They believed in us when it came to the KSI Logan Paul 2 fight. So we thought, okay, cool. Let's work with them again, and let's do more than just one event. Let's do multiple events. So this is going to be the first of many. You know, we're looking to do another, I believe, in October, another in November, and another in January or December. We're still deciding. But, yeah, we want this to be a thing that is constantly happening because we see that this scene is growing at a fast, rapid rate. And we want to make sure like the people who are in control are making sure that it's good for everyone rather than it just being focused on one person. So, you know, you're going to get me putting on my Eddie Hearn hat, promoting fights as well, and making sure everyone gets what they deserve, money-wise or clout-wise, etc. So, yeah.
So Misfits Boxing leading the way with DAZN. And speaking of promotion, we have a man on stage that is an expert in the pro boxing scene promotion. Calais Sutherland, I wanted to talk to you about transitioning to the crossover boxing because you are an expert in this promotion. How has it been transitioning to now the influencer side of things, and how are you getting along with that?
Woo! Welcome to London, people. Listen, man, this is all about a ride. And Misfits, I love the name. Can't take credibility. That goes to JJ and Mams. But, you know, I'm 45, by the way, so a little bit older than the gentleman up here today. But 20 years ago, I had a milestone in my life. I did my first heavyweight world championship with Evander Holyfield. 20 years later, I'm sitting here, promoted world championship boxing all over the world, the World Boxing Super Series, unified divisions, created heavyweight champions, Klitschko, Hay, etc. But this Monday, when I woke up, people, I tell you something, I have never had such a buzz. Going into fight week, I didn't know what to expect. I'm sitting in the hotel Monday, which I basically never do. I'm going to Mams, is that him? Is that him? And I'm just buzzing on the whole vibe. But one thing I'll tell you, that is exactly the same between classic boxing and the crossover boxing, is the hunger up here. The way these guys have prepared, I am shocked. The level of professionalism is second to none. So no more bullshit that these guys are up here for big paydays. Man, these guys are superstars in their own segments. excuse the language, I know it's still we're beyond that, but before the watershed of me being allowed to swear like that. But, you know, there's a lot of criticism of how they're taking money away from the sport. They're injecting money in the sport. They're bringing fresh eyeballs to the sport. This is properly matched. It's a platform, like KSI said, they're going to get paid, they're going to get the best platform, and this is the biggest crossover event yet. That is fact. And we're going to go on from here, October, November, January. It's not a one-stop shop. We're starting with a bang. We have a sold-out O2 on Saturday night. A sold-out O2 on Saturday night in our first event. That's the way we do things. Big, big, and bigger. Thank you very much.
Rams, I'd like to get a word from you as well, another president of Misfit Boxing. And we talked about the promotion and the pro side. You are the expert in the influencer side, the perfect blend of what we're bringing with Misfits Boxing into Zone. Talk to me about getting this card together and the sustainability of now being in the fight game. We all see it now, right? The unfortunate things that happen, as well as being able to push through all of that. Talk to me about the journey to make this card happen and the future after this one.
I don't think anyone's an expert in the influencer space, to be honest with you. It keeps evolving at such a rapid pace. And I think the main thing is that you've got to be quick to react, be prepared for anything. And you know, it's such an amazing thing to be able to give a platform that's taken seriously, because these guys are training very seriously. But at the same time, we're not attempting in any way to encroach on classical boxing. We're creating our own space. And like Kalle said, I think it's only going to seep into boxing in a positive way, because how many people look up to KSI and all the guys up here right now? These kids are influenced by them, seeing them box, seeing them make transformations of their minds, their bodies on a regular basis. They're influenced, and suddenly they're like, I want to go to boxing class. I want to learn how to box. And whether they're going to become classical boxers or influencers who do boxing, it's still a positive route. You've got more eyeballs on the sport of boxing in general, because the kids who are watching this, there's definitely a crossover element of how many of them are like, suddenly they're interested in watching Canelo, and they might not have known them before. Seriously, they don't. They watch YouTube, they watch these guys. They're like, this is exciting. I want to learn more about this sport. So I don't think in any way we are presenting anything negative. We've got our own space here, and it's developing and it's growing, and you know, very proud to be partners with KSI leading this, and with Kalle with his experience, and with DAZN. Couldn't be a better match for all of us. So we're really excited.
Ladies and
Jumping
gentlemen, one
quickly,
more
I
round.
want to say one quick, very special mention, because this man, I did my first event with him 25 years ago. He's flown in straight from the Usyk-Joshua fight. He's announced every single major fight that I grew up with as a kid, as a promoter, and has literally left a stamp on the sport that no one will ever leave. Mr. Michael Buffer.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you've heard from the men behind the scenes. Now let's talk to the men in the ring. We are going to start with one of our first fights on the card, and that is between Evil Hero and Dean the Great. Evil Hero, we'll start with you. It's your first time fighting in the UK?
Yes, that's true.
And also, your first fight as a pro?
That is true as well.
Talk to me about your amateur experience. You do have some as well, and what it means to be on this card with the eyeballs on this card, and the opponent across from you being probably one of the most dangerous men in this scene. Why Dean the Great?
Let's start off from the beginning. Amateur. I really didn't do amateur, but I did 2 fights, one with Celebrity Boxing and one with BKFC. Those were fun and just not as professional as this. This one is just on a whole different level. As of Dean, I guess nobody wanted to fight him. I don't know why. He doesn't have any real fights. Like, there's not any real fights. He says...
You know why.
Huh?
You know
Oh, he's
why.
talking up. Shut up. He doesn't have any fights or anything like that, so he's never like knocked anybody out. I've seen him drop people with body shots, so I mean, he says he's gonna knock me out.
Yeah, you next.
I mean, I'm next. Okay. Let's see on Saturday. We'll see. We'll see.
Just part of the hit list.
Man,
Now,
shut
finish
up.
finish the questions. You didn't finish all the questions he asked you.
Yeah, because you're being rude.
Finish. Son.
Nah, I'm straight.
So Dean talked to me. He says you've never had any real fights, that you've only knocked guys out in the street, but you are one of the guys that a lot of people look at here as a prospect in this crossover boxing scene. How is this fight going on Saturday, and do you respect that opponent over there?
No, respect is earned. One thing I will say, he do got some balls to get in the ring with me, but he's obviously not very wise. I mean, just look at him. He's a goofy. But first, I want to start by saying I appreciate Misfits for giving me this opportunity and Happy Punch for getting me on this stage.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, and it's a blessing to be here, especially on this caliber of a stage, especially for me going from street fighting to whooping ass on the streets, beating up on cops, 3 people at once. I'm sure he's seen it. He's a fan. He's been a fan. He's been commenting on my videos and stuff. But it's a blessing to be here, bro. So Saturday night, I'm gonna play with him. I want to showcase my skills. Because if I just go in there and knock him out, nobody's really gonna.
Who have you knocked out?
Let Daddy talk.
Who have you
So if
knocked
I just go in there and knock him out, nobody's really gonna want to fight me then. So I got to showcase my skills first round, second round, and get him
We'll
up out of there.
see.
Evil here, I want to come back to you. You're now with Brickhouse Boxing in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the experience working with Brian Valoria, legendary coach. I want to hear more about your time there.
Oh, it's a game changer for me. I wish I found him earlier. I've only been with him shortly, but we've made a lot of progress. I mean, a lot of progress. And working with like countless pros.
Bro, it don't matter who you worked with.
All undefeated, people that will sleep you in 4 seconds.
Nobody's worked with could F with me, bro.
Okay, why don't you ask Scrappy Ramirez?
I'm different. I'm a madman.
Yeah, different. I'm different. Yeah,
I'm a
we've
madman.
done Nothing. Shh. Go to Brickhouse and let's see you spar there.
Well, Dean, you have experience as well with Jackrabbit Boxing in Long Beach.
I'm at
Talk to
Jack-
me about your
I-
team out there.
I got the best gym in the country at Jackrabbit, bro. So.
Talk about your time at Jackrabbit, Dean.
Jackrabbit's been amazing, bro. We got prospects like Ashton, signed to Jake Paul. He's doing his thing, 8-0, 8 KOs, upcoming, gonna be the next world champion of the world. And obviously I'm next after I make my statement with this goofy, knock him out. I actually got him a gift, if you guys don't mind.
Oh, you got me a pillow?
Yeah, I got you a pillow with your name on it.
I got you a pillow too.
Yeah, let me go ahead and
Can you please bring it to me? Oh, that's whack. You couldn't afford a better one? Smile.
Easy. Fellas.
Don't touch me, dog. That's a cute.
Folks, you can see the intensity in both fighters here. Evil, I'll come back to you.
He had
Now
the,
that we are
pillow from
seeing
the
the
airport?
intensity level rise, Evil, talk to me about now that you're seeing this in person, your plan for Saturday night. He's touching you. He's coming over and getting in your face.
Well, it's funny because where was all this energy when we seen each other in the hotel? He didn't look at me, didn't speak to me, didn't do shit. Now he has
Ran.
cameras in front of him. He's
You
acting all
see me,
tough.
Ran in the elevator.
Who? What?
You heard me.
What'd you? I didn't
Don't
hear.
act dumb now.
I didn't
said you
hear-
seen me, you ran in the elevator. Go for
Dean,
it.
give me your
When?
final.
When?
Final words.
making shit up.
Like I said, it's a blessing to be here. August 27th.
August
knock this goofy
27th,
out.
love it.
I'm gonna steal the show, even though KSI he's fighting 2 opponents. That in itself is legendary. But yeah, I'm here to steal the show, and I might get him up out of there with a body shot, make him shit himself. But he gonna shit. I'm sure he's shitting himself right now. So
We'll
might be a
see
little too late
about
for
that on Saturday.
But like I said, August 27th, I'm steal the show. I know it's my first time being on this big caliber of a stage, and a lot of people
Probably the last
Shut up. Let me
as well.
finish. Let me finish.
How does it
Daddy
feel to
talk.
be interrupted?
You gonna have your time, son. Let Daddy talk. Like I was saying, till I got really interrupted.
Boo-hoo.
On this big caliber of a stage that I'm on, a lot of people are saying that I might freeze up or this, that, and the third. What do diamonds do when they getting under them lights? They shine. You dig what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for. I'm here to shine because I'm a star, and y'all gonna see August 27th. I'm still the show on my mama.
He said it. He said it.
There it is, folks. We'll save the rest for Saturday. And again, we knew that language was going to come out, obviously. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's move to that second fight. and that is I Am Thompson and Sam